Hey everybody, it's Jermaine Morgan here again. I wanted to do this quick video to kind of talk to you guys about what I currently use. As most of you know, I play warrior basses. I've been playing warrior basses now for about 4 to 5 years, and I love them. I mean, they get the job done for me. I have 2 warrior basses currently. I have my Isabella 5-string, and I have this custom 6-string here. This is actually a signature 6-string bow tone. Both of my basses are bow tones, and this one has 2 soap bars in it with a custom JD preamp, the 18 volt preamp, and it packs a lot of power. Rarely have to turn it up full blast ever because it puts out a lot. The strings that I use, I've been using SIT strings for about 6 years or so now, and these strings are great. I'm the type of person, I rarely change my strings, and the lifespan on these strings are great. I mean, and you still get nice clarity out of these strings because I haven't changed them in a minute. I mean, you still get a nice quality out of the strings even after a long time. I don't change my strings because I record a lot, and I don't know, it's just something about me. I guess I'm old school by default. I don't like too much brightness when I record, so I kind of tend to wait a while before I change my strings. So another thing I get emails about all the time, people want to know what this thing is I keep on the headstock of my bass here, and it's simple. It's basically a mute. It's called a fret wrap. The technical term for it is a fret wrap, and it's made by a company, Groove Gear. And they make a lot more incredible products. This is one of the main things that I use from these guys. Really incredible staff over there. And so basically the point of this is to stop the strings from buzzing, or to stop anything like any overtones, anything like that. It just mutes that right out, and you can actually adjust. It has a little Velcro fasten on the back of it where you can adjust how much you want to stop. So I can have it here on my neck, and it doesn't bother the sustain of my lower strings when I'm playing. If I keep it all the way at the end, I can just kind of play with it there, and it never gets in the way or anything like that. If that might be a concern, well, doesn't it kind of stop your sustain of your notes? Nah, it's not a problem. If you get the right size, they come in all kind of different sizes. I think it starts small, medium, large, all the way up to people that have like 12 strings and that kind of thing. But you can get them from almost any size. Now, as far as my amps that I'm using, I've been with this company for a while now, and I'm really digging amps from day one. I mean, the amps are incredible. TC Electronic amps. I use the RH 750 amp, and the cabinets that I use, it's the RS, the 210, and you can't see it here, but I have a 212. And this thing, man, it gets down. TC Electronic, they really did a great job with designing these cabinets. And what really turned me on to using their products, I've been hearing about the company for years, and I have several friends of mine that are artists with TC Electronic. But one of the things that was a big selling factor for me is I got the opportunity before purchasing it to actually plug my basses up in my own environment, in my home, to hear the sound of the gear. Matter of fact, a friend of mine, Sean Michael Ray, brought his rig over to my house and let me plug everything into it, and I was just blown away by the sound of the amps and the clarity and everything that was going on with the amps. I mean, it's very rare that you find amps that you get the clarity of the actual instrument without it being too colored by the electronics, or sometimes even the speakers of the amps and the cabinets and everything. And TC Electronic the sound is really clear. It's really clean sound. You get the actual sound of your bass. So yeah, I mean, you can get the true sound of your bass. You get to actually hear the wood and the tone of the bass rather than hearing a whole bunch of, you know, electronic stuff that's going on. Last but not least, I use iGig cases. This is pretty much my main. I don't use this one. This is actually my double bag, and I use this when I'm doing more session work or something that requires me to bring two basses. But I have a smaller case that's a single Tweed case, and it's pretty much just like this. And this thing, I mean, you can literally put anything in here. Normally, I keep all of my cables in this case, and you can fit a lot of stuff in these cases. This pouch here, you can fit, you know, laptop, pens. It got pouches for days, and I'm the type of person, I like a lot of compartment space and all that kind of stuff, and have more pouches up here. Fit more stuff. I can put CDs in here. I put headphones, in-ear monitors, or whatever. It's a lot of stuff you can fit in these cases, and they're very durable. I've had my cases for about 4 years now. I think my main case that I use all the time, I've been using it for about 4 years, and it works great. I mean, it's durable, no problem with it getting on the plane. So it's great stuff to use. So in a nutshell, this is pretty much the stuff that I use on a normal basis. It works for me, and it's definitely worth the investment for the longevity that I'm getting out of the equipment and the gear that I use. So if you have any questions about any of this gear, or want to know more about how to get in contact with these companies, hit me up. I'll put the actual websites in the description box below. Check them out. Browse around and see what they have as far as their other products, because they have some other incredible stuff. All of the companies that I listed, they all have incredible stuff for you. So like I said, give me a shout. Visit JermaineMorgan.net if there's anything else you want to know. And I'll talk to you soon. Check out my next lesson. Peace.